Okay guys, I'll give it about 30 seconds. I had to restart it and try it again because I think I put it on private. Because I'm a doofus. Heading down to a job in Burgal. About 10 more seconds. My metal elbows are making a lot of noise in here. I want them to shut up. Good morning, guys. Many of you know that I own my own business. You've been watching me for a while now, most of you. I opened my business in 2009. We just turned 7 years old earlier this month, which I was real proud of. Seems like time is flying. It seems like just the other day, I was saying we were open for 5 years, and that was 2 years ago. It's hard to believe. Now, it's been 7 years of me working by myself 99% of the time. The last couple years, I've noticed two things. There's sometimes a lot more work than I can handle, and I'm getting older. I was on a job yesterday. I teamed up with Paulus, his guy, and my brother. We're all in the same job. And I looked around at the faces there and I noticed something. Our install crew averages about 40 years old. And I know that in time, most of the faces in that group won't want to do install anymore. And for good reason, because it sucks. Now, I see a lot of install crews out there, and a lot of them look like they're between the ages of 20 and 25. So we're 15 years older than these guys now. And there's a big difference between 20 to 25 and 40. And one of the main differences is the body doesn't quite want to go just as much as it did back in the day. Not to say we're old, but you do start to notice a difference. I mean, I'm not old, I'm 36. I'll be 37 here, but I can tell the difference between 36 and 37 and 20. And the difference between 250 pounds and 210 pounds. Doing install was something I wanted to move away from because it's just, you know, I'd rather do service. It's easier to do alone. But I realize that install kind of finds you no matter where you go. So I figure I'm at a crossroads. I can either embrace the fact that installs are all around and I can do them and I can hire guys to do them. I can keep it up with our sort of companies together, bringing them together for certain jobs. But I know even that will have to end one day because we're all getting older. So do I plan for the future? Do I find a young guy to hire and train so that one day my company can grow and I can take a back seat and oversee things and maybe do the quality checks that I wanted to do anyway? That's the crossroads. I can't do install forever. I damn sure don't want to do it 10 years from now, 15 years from now. I want to figure out a way to make this work out better. So I don't know. Hiring a guy I've never thought about doing before because I just didn't want to. I didn't want to put a guy in the truck with me where we'd have to make small talk all day. Or if he's 20 years old, I got to talk about fucking video games or some crap like that. I don't want to hear from my employees that, you know, 1,000 excuses I heard when I worked for my father's company that they couldn't be to work that day. As owners, a lot of times we drag our ass to work when we don't feel well. We do what we have to do to get the job done, and employees don't feel that same way. So this is truly a crossroads. It's I have to decide what's going to happen in the future. I'm seriously thinking about hiring somebody as my apprentice to work for me. The biggest downside is, of course, in the wintertime it slows down, but I'm opening a business for my wife, opening new revenue streams that are year-round, sort of take the slack off of my business so we can enjoy life a little bit more instead of working ourselves to the bone all the time. I hope that's how it works. I realized the other day that we're sitting here working and working and working, and we're not enjoying what we're working for nearly as much as we should. So I have a decision to make. Do I hire somebody? And who do I hire? Because there's one thing I know. I've looked across the HVAC field for the last 20 plus years, and there's a lot of jack-offs in the field. A lot more than there are quality people. I've seen them come and go. I've seen them change companies for the last decade. Every single house I go to, the people that live there say, well, I used to do HVAC. I was pretty good at it. I did it for a couple years. That happens a lot. So either they're all lying or everybody's done HVAC at one point or another. It's hard to find that quality person that gives it everything they got all the time. That might be what I'll be doing here shortly. Summer's about to start. Like I said, I'm not getting any younger. Now, Ralph sort of reminded me of this with what he's going through. And I started thinking about it. And then I got sick about 2 weeks ago, and I've been sick. It's been pretty non-stop. And it might start letting up. Seems like today's been a little bit better than the last couple weeks, but still kind of rough. And it just reminds me that it'd be nice to have someone out there working with me on a daily basis, someone I can call on. And working with other companies is good, but they have their own thing to do as well. So you can't really tell them, they're not your employees. You can't say, we need you to go this job, this job, this job. They have their own thing to do. So, I don't know. It's a crossroads. I'm almost to the job, guys. But it's something I've really had to think about here lately. Tell me what you guys do. Those owners out there who made this jump, what have you done? The same fears for everybody. Will I have enough revenue to pay the guy? Will I have him here for a month and then not have enough money to pay him? How much money do I have to pay in taxes and all this other shit? So, same fear I have. We'll see. Tell me what you think, guys. Or if you want to put in your resume, let me know. My metal's jingling way too much. It's annoying as shit. That's what happens. You come work for me, you're gonna hear metal jingling. All right, guys, have a safe day. I'll see you tomorrow or maybe later today. I know I gotta pick up some equipment and stuff, so maybe I'll see you later today.